Hey, hurricanes and venomous snakes, they don't mix, right? Well, we're going to show you our hurricane prep plans here at Venom Central and just how we do it. And we got some fangs in your face.
Fangs in your face. Subscribe now.
Hey, a big Venom Central thank you to our followers and our big supporters. Hey, Peter Carmici, thank you, brother. Hey, Gabriel DeMarco, thank you so much, bro. Hey, Paul Gretsch, we'll be feeding Diesel probably next go around here. Hey, Andrew Vaslowski, we're gonna get a Bushmaster on camera for you here real soon, brother. Hey, and Norbert, hey, this is our Hungarian Venom Squad. Thank you so much, brother. Hey, and I did get a chance to look at the pictures you sent us, and we're going to send you an email. So be on the lookout for it. What's up, Venom Squad? Hey, guys, just a quick update on that situation in North Carolina. Now, that youngster is facing like 40 charges. Of course, the snake has been captured, and it's in great hands. A good friend of ours, and she's a beautiful person. She takes care of all kind of venomous animals. She's an expert at what she does. Thank you, Jen. And I think he's facing charges like for misidentified labeling on his cages. Definitely facing charges for not reporting an escape, which is the big one. But he's facing like 40 compounded charges, which is that's not good. But anyways, it's definitely going to hurt the venomous snake community big time. North and South Carolina will pay the price for that. You know, every professional facility has a hurricane preparation plan, and we do also. And if you're new to the channel and you don't know me, we are a venomous snake breeding facility, and we actually breed our animals for a purpose. A lot of our animals go to venom labs. They go to other institutions that study venom, that study animals. We breed specific animals for specific reasons. And of course, my passion is venomous snakes. So that's what we do. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, hang in there. You might learn something today. But we're going to show you what we do to prepare for a hurricane. It's a pain in the butt, but you got to do it. Number one is keeping your community safe, everybody around you, keeping yourself safe, and then keeping the animals safe. And if you have a collection like we do, you know, you want to protect your investment also. So I'm going to show you all what we do and explain it as we're going. We're going to be bagging some snakes, and I'm not going to just do some easy ones, okay? I'm not going to just pull out a gaboon, a big lazy snake that's easy to bag. We're going to bag some bad ones, okay? We're going to do some Bothrops, some swirly, crazy ones, and some big ones. So hang in there. We're going to have some fun, and I'm going to show you guys how we prepare for bad weather. Okay, y'all. Now, when we're expecting bad weather, definitely like hurricane conditions, I mean, I got a protocol that I stick to, and the first thing that I always do is, you know, for this little building here, our snake building, I mean, we've got 3 windows in it, and all of our windows are double pane storm windows, screened, but I also have them screened on the outside. You know, I've actually got chicken screen on the outside just in case of a damn thunderstorm and flying branches or something that doesn't break a window. What we do is we board this damn room up, and then I always board the room up first. The snake house gets boarded up first, and our entrance into this snake house, we've got a double doorway. You got one door you go through, and then you got a second door you go through. It's pretty sturdy, but we still board everything up. That's my first step. You know, I turn this thing into a little tomb, and the next process is bagging all these snakes, and it's a pain in the ass, but you got to do it. And I just don't bag them and put them back into the enclosures. You know, anytime you're dealing with something with glass and stuff like that, you know, they got to be triple contained. That's what I call it triple containment. So what I do is I bag all the animals. I actually double bag a lot of the animals, and what I do is, like, I've got other bags that are really long, and I'll fill the long bag with 4 or 5 bags of snakes in it. Tie it off, zip tie them off, and I put them all in these containers. I basically follow like our shipping protocol. when we ship with Delta to the labs and to other zoos and stuff. Now these containers, now these are like approved by Delta Airlines for shipping. These things are rugged. They're really tough, okay? I mean, they're constructed out of this hard plastic, and they got these clip-on legs, all right? The animals get double bagged, and then they get put into these containers, okay? And then they get sealed up really tight. So I'm gonna show you this whole process. Then we zip tie them all down at 4 points. And then what I do is, I've got a stack of pallets outside that I've drilled all together, and we bring them in 2 at a time, and we stack them pallets up, and we stack these on the pallets. I use ratchet straps, and I wrap ratchet straps around the whole bundle of these, all containing my snakes, okay? And I ratchet strap them all together, so it's one big unit. So it's very hard. I mean, they have to blow my walls down and blow that thing away, but the animals are triple contained. They're double bagged, they're contained in this, stacks of them all together, and then they're contained in my facility. That's our preparation plan, but I'm gonna show you some bagging techniques, how I bag snakes. You know, I got enough snakes where we gotta be able to do it fast and efficiently. And I try to plan this stuff at least 2 days out. We're stuck to the damn Weather Channel, and we're watching what's coming, and when I think that, okay, it's time, we get to work, you know. If you have a large collection that you've invested in, you gotta have backup plans for bad weather. If you lose power for a week, you know, like with a lot of our animals, we gotta keep them cool, you know. So we have backup little air conditioners, window units, and we've got backup generators. I've got a generator for this snake house, and I've got one for our house that we live in. And if you don't have a backup generator, and hurricane season, it's always hot, you know, you're gonna cook your animals. So you gotta have that backup power source. A big enough collection, get a damn backup generator. You gotta have one to keep everybody comfortable. And I keep water stacked up, which all my snakes get damn bottled water anyway, so we always have a stack of water. Just the little things that you need to keep in mind if you do have a large collection. We're gonna start by bagging up some snakes, and we're gonna do some crazy ones, okay? We're gonna do Bothrops, because everybody knows Bothrops are flighty, they're mean, they're crazy, and they are probably the hardest things to bag up. And I've got a system. We start with one bag, okay? Now you notice I got this bucket here, right? This is my bagging bucket, all right? And I use bags deep enough where I can insert them in this bucket. Okay? You're gonna see a lot of people, they'll use a garbage can and they'll take little claw clips and they'll hang the bag in there like that and try to get the snake in there, and the snake's coming back out. And I got a system, and I've been doing it like this for probably 25 years. And I get that bag so it's flat to the bottom, and I insert it all the way around this bucket, okay? And I make sure that it's nice and open in there, just like so. Okay? So it's not floating, it's touching the bottom. And here's my little trick. I roll that lip up like that, okay? Because once I get a snake in there, I got a little process I do so I can tie him off without having to put my hands on him. Okay guys, so we're going to start out with some Bothrops play, of course, which is your Fer de Lance, okay? Now bagging smaller snakes, I'll use my bucket system, okay? And then the bigger snakes, I'll show you how I do those. Okay, we're going to start with a smaller Fer de Lance. This is a male. Okay. I'm actually going to he's actually behaving today. And that's your male Bothrops play, of course. And I'll go ahead and get him in that bucket and lid him up like that. And I always keep my hand on top of this lid. I see I've got me a little handle fashion down there. And what I do is I kind of spin it, and I'll spin my bag with it a little bit. And notice I'm using my tweezers, okay? Instead of putting my fingers there. Because I gently lift this lid while I'm pulling this bag through. Like so, okay? And now, look how simple that was, alright? I'm still holding my lid down. There's no snake there. But look how I got the bag, okay? That's it. I wasn't nowhere near that animal. My hands was nowhere near it. I'm protected all the way around, okay? Look how simple that is. I'm not taking this bag and using one of them clamps to try to hang it on a can and trying to fight a snake in there to shoot him backing out. I mean, that's how simple, easy, okay? And then what I do is, I'll push that through a little bit like that. And I'm working the snake up to the top, okay? Very gently. Until I have enough where I can go ahead and get a spin on this. Once I've got my spin on there, where it's nice and tight, go ahead and pull a little bit more. Keep my spin on it. It's the simplest things, guys, and if you think about it, it's all pretty much common sense, but it's just the simplest things. And once you've been doing this for years, you figure out the system that works good for you, okay? And I like to bag snakes up kind of tight, because a bigger bag where they got more room in it, they tend to move around and end up getting nose rubs. I kind of contain them a little bit, okay? So, and of course I don't have my zip ties right here, but what I'll do is then I'll go ahead and get a knot on that, all right? Just like that. There's my knot. Now it's safe to go ahead and lift that snake up in its bag. And he's probably a little bit dizzy right now. Now that's my process for smaller snakes. And then of course, where's my zip ties? Here they are. I'm not gonna burn up no zip ties, but I'll go ahead and I'll zip tie 1, 2 on top, okay? And then, what I'll do is I'll take my long bags, okay? Is it better if I'm kneeling down, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now be mindful of this bag all the time, okay? If you got somebody working with you, you don't want to be moving it around and brush it against somebody. They can bite you through the bag, all right? I'll take my bag, once it's zip tied, and take one of my longer bags, if I can find the end of it. Here we go. And double bag that animal like so. And instead of trying to hold the bag open, don't never have somebody holding a bag open for you. I've seen videos where guys got somebody holding a bag open and trying stuff, and it's like, oh my God, it's like a disaster waiting to happen. You know, this should always be a one-person task, okay? All right, now I'll double bag. Go ahead and drop that one in there. And same deal, okay? Go ahead and double bag that guy up. And often, I'll put 2 or 3 small bags inside one bag, so that way they're all double bagged. So that way a snake's got to escape through one bag and then another bag and then a damn tough tote container and then out of this room, you know. Then we'll go ahead and tie that one off. Alright, and then of course we take our zip ties and we zip tie those. Which I'm not going to cut a zip tie off. But then what we do is we go ahead and we start boxing up animals. Okay? And there's the first one. Alright, now we'll set that aside. And that's a quick, fast, easy bagging system. And it takes a little bit of practice, guys. I mean, to learn how to shimmy that bag through there and holding that lid at the same time, you know, and fish it through there, but rolling it up and having that little lip on there of that bag, it keeps it tight and it pulls through nice and clean. So, that's just the way I do it. Okay, now for bagging big snakes, okay, I mean, and I've got some big ones, okay, I've got some very large bushmasters, very large Fer de Lance, rattlesnakes. I don't mess around trying to fight them into a bag. Let me tell you, the damn Midwest, now, Midwest is not giving me any kind of kickback. I'm not sponsored or nothing. I'm doing this because I use this product. This is a badass bagger, okay? I use this thing all the time. And their bagging system is the best I've ever seen. It's a tool for every damn snake handler. You gotta have one, okay? This bagging system is slick. Now, this is what I use to bag big snakes. And I use this thing in the field too, okay? And the only downfall to this one, I mean, it opens up quickly, boom, stays in place. And look how deep them bags are, okay? Now, the only downfall to this system is it's kind of expensive, okay? But you know what? 150 bucks. They may even be cheaper now. I've had mine for a long time. But the bags are expensive, but they'll last forever. I mean, they are constructed out of this parachute material, and this stuff is tough, man. But I've got 10 of these bags, and I bought 10 of them just to bag up snakes for my hurricane plan, you know? And I've got like a couple of them that I use just for field hunting, you know? But this is the system, man. This is the cat's meow. And it extends, okay? But this is how I bag big snakes. I'm gonna show you how I do that with a very large Fer de Lance. And I'm gonna go to a little bit of a bigger hook on this one. Okay, like I said, to bag big snakes. Now, let me get this monster out of here. Now this is a big, dangerous snake right here. All right, big girl, this is a big old Fer de Lance right here. And I'll get her out here so you guys can get a look at her before I bag her. Come on, big girl. Damn, that's a big snake. That's a whole lot of Fer de Lance right there. You got her in camera, D?
I do.
I mean, that's a 6-footer. And she's heavy with young right now, so we're not going to stress her and lift her up and mess with her. But this is what I do with my big ones, okay? I'll get my bagger in place. So a monster like this, instead of me lifting her and trying to pick her up and set her in this, I'll often go ahead and let the animal just crawl right into this bag, like so, okay? And she'll go in there, she'll see a dark hole, she'll shoot up in it. And then what I'll do is, I'll go ahead and lift that up, like so, and then I put me a good spin on it. And now she's contained, she's safe. And this is a little trick that I kind of do with these baggers. I use it when I'm in the field a lot. Once I got myself a nice spin on it, I'll go ahead and wrap that handle around there like this, and then put a spin on the handle, and it makes it nice and easy to carry a snake out of the field, you know, to get it out where you can do whatever you need to do with it, weigh it, measure it, whatever. And that's kind of a slick little bagging system. For bagging snakes for hurricane reasons, I'll leave that twist on it. And what's neat is this little bagger releases like this. And you go ahead and slide these right off of there. And you're ready to put your next bag on here and move on. And now, something like this, I'll go ahead and do the old technique, step on it like that, squeeze box her in there a little bit, and go ahead and put me a knot in that bag. Like so, and then I'll go ahead and zip tie it. One on the bottom, one on top, and sometimes even a third one. And box the animal up with the other one. Always being mindful of that bag, y'all. Use your hook to lift it and keep it out away from your body. Then that one there, and there's your first box. And then I go ahead and I zip tie these shut. And these things come with holes. They got 6 of them, so you can put your zip ties to them and zip tie these things down tight, and they're not budging. These are tough little tubs. Then I'll go ahead and take my 10 or 15 tubs full of my animals and stack them on my pallets, and you're probably wondering, well, why the hell do you stack them on pallets? I stack them on pallets a couple feet high, just in case of flooding. Just in case water comes in somehow, they're up off the ground. You know what I mean? Also, it's an avenue for me to slide my damn ratchet straps underneath the whole system of itself of pallets and ratchet all this down to one big unit. So That's our system. And it keeps the animals contained, and they're contained in your room, and it keeps everybody safe. So for y'all that want to know what we do, if there's a hurricane coming, that's what we do. But anyways, hey, don't go nowhere, because we got some fangs in your face coming up. All right, y'all, we're going to feed some of our Bothrops today. This is the Bothrops mugeni, and this is an adult female. She's gravid, so she's pretty ravenous right now. Oh, good girl. And she didn't waste any time. This animal often exhibits this strike and hang on behavior. She hangs on to her prey. Some will bite and release. I think it's got something to do with the ontogenic change in the venom from youngster to adult. But once they reach this size, it's uncalled. You can't tell, because I've got adults that hang on, I've got adults that release, but 98% of the neonates bite a prey source and hang on to it. So, ongoing study. Alright, this is our male Bothrops mugeni, Brazilian Lancehead. And he usually delivers a pretty fierce strike, even though it doesn't look like it right away, but when you watch it in the slow-mo, he bites it 3 or 4 times. Very nice. All right, let's set that right there for him. And you can tell he's a lot smaller than the female. That's pretty common in a lot of your Bothrops species. All right, we're going to move on and feed some mugeni that we're raising up here for future breeders. And you can see that kind of behavior. That's just what they do. Probably one of the most dangerous snakes to keep in captivity and breed and work with. There you go, buddy. The little juvenile female, she's just approaching 2, but that is a Bothrops mugeni. Alright, this is another little jack in the box here. You can see how this animal behaves. It's not wasting any time. It'll go anywhere it needs to go for its food. That's a young female that we produced 2 years ago. She'll be a future breeder. She'll produce many babies to go to a venom lab that'll go on a venom line. So she's an important animal. BMV is a very popular venom right now. There's a lot of research being done with it. That's Bothrops mugeni venom. Okay, sometimes you just got to separate these rascals and feed them, because this big female is pretty ferocious. But let's see if she'll go ahead and Grab this off these tongs. Oh yeah, there you go. Atta girl. And she rarely ever passes up a feed. Look at the head on that thing. Just incredible. Damn head's almost as big as my hand. Okay, this is one of our little female culminatus, and you can see she is ready for action there. We're gonna let her come to it. Oh, there you go. Back her up a little bit. She might hit it again. Nope, that's it. Okay. Let's kind of get that in position for her. And this is one of our females that did copulate this year, so we're watching her start to grow. We think she's growing babies. So very exciting to reproduce this species. Okay, here we have another female crowless culminatus. Let's cue her up. A little bit of vibration. And she is on the hunt. You can see her coming in for the kill. Very nice. There you go, little girl. Okay, and this is a rather large adult male, it's one of our breeders. Nice, he's gonna hang on. We believe this one may be from a different range. But he looks a little different than the other ones. A little bit lighter in color. And this is the big gentle one. This one's not ornery like the other one. We got another male that we're going to see. He's a mean little rascal. But okay, we have another culminatus in this box. And this guy is a firecracker, so we can't lift the box on him because he's pretty ornery. So we leave him where he's at and let him come out and get it. He's like a little jack in the box. This is Crowless culminatus, the northwestern neotropical rattlesnake. So, the fangs in your face. There's some cool stuff in there, right? Hey, the shirts, guys. Venom Central merch. This is the new Eyelash Viper shirt. We've actually got a couple different designs. There's one with a nice Eyelash Viper collage on the back of it and little Venom Central Eyelash Viper logo on the front of it. But go over to venomcentral.org and check out our merch page and get an Eyelash Viper shirt. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, hit that V logo thing and subscribe now. This is Willie from Venom Central. We're checking out. Later.